the Start page in Tableau Desktop. The Tableau Start page is divided into 3 different areas. You have the area which is dark blue, and that allows you to connect to A, files, or B, servers. And then you have your Open. Open allows you to open previous workbooks, which is awesome because if you use something a lot, then it's there and it's accessible, and also sample workbooks. Discover is the 3rd area, which is light gray, and you can find end users discovering new things about Tableau, new ways to use Tableau, new things that are coming down the pipeline as far as features, as well as different resources that can help you as an end user grow. Inside of Tableau Desktop, you have 2 different pages. We're going to talk about the Start page. In the future video, we will talk about the Data Source page. In the Start page, you have a lot of different features, a lot of things that you can click. For the most part, it's about connecting or opening things. So think of it like your Tableau landing page. At the top left, you have Tableau Server. This is a push to say, hey, if you've got Tableau Server in your environment, click on this, and then you can connect to those data sources and to a file. So you're connecting to a file, Microsoft Excel, text file, and so on and so forth. These are all your different flat file options. If you don't see your files here in Tableau Desktop, click on More, and this drop down here has a lot of different options and a lot of different things that you might never need. However, if you are not seeing the flat files, then click on More, and that might open up a new opportunity for you to connect to data sources around your organization. So it's good to have some sort of knowledge base about what's possible inside of Tableau internally and get the word around. If you're not seeing your data source, maybe your data source is a server. So I'll click on More. We have 74 installed connectors. I'll just type SQL. And you can see we have a lot of the famous SQL data sources here, like MySQL, Spark SQL, Google Cloud SQL. Also, things that aren't named SQL but do take SQL, Google BigQuery. So I hit Escape to exit the More button from Connect to a server here, and you can see it save that search. So backspace, hit Escape, click it again, and you can see it pops out. So it pops out on top of the Start page, and below that you have Save Data Sources. This is a place where you can essentially pin things. Like you can say, hey, I really enjoy this spreadsheet, I really enjoy this data source. Now I can pin it to Tableau Desktop, and boom, it's available. You can also remove things. I would recommend keeping at least the sample Superstore data source because it is the most well-known data source when used in any type of troubleshooting scenario on the community. That's what people are going to push you to utilize, mostly because you do not want to put your company's data on the community and ask for help. What you'll do is you'll replicate the problem, switch out the data source with the Superstore, and then ask your question there on the community. Off to the right, these are nice. They have little pop downs now. So get started connecting to your data for the first time. This is the video for you. I would recommend looking at any training videos when they are available, especially the free ones, because you can just click and win. And sometimes you'll be learning about things that it just reminds you of parts of the product that maybe you're never touching. And now, because you're a year or 2 into it, it's awesome to watch them again, because it will remind you again of different features inside of Tableau Desktop. If you've never used Tableau Desktop before, I highly recommend you start with these training videos. Similar to these training videos, is they're made for a beginner who has never used Tableau before. So visual analytics, learn to control the marks in the view using the marks card and show me. We're going to go over things like this in the future. That's inside of your Tableau workspace. And today we're just looking at the Start page. So I highly recommend all the training videos. I watched all of them while I was working at Tableau as one of the senior consultants there. And that's where I started at my learning of Tableau. It was on top of all those training videos, especially the free ones, because those resources are there available. I highly recommend you use them. And after Get Tableau Prep, there are a lot of other things that you can click on. all of those things, for the most part, are more advanced and more than what I wanted to show you today. So if you're looking for something more advanced that might take more than a few minutes to set up, or may take several weeks for a large organization or a small organization to set up, then click on those other things. Some of them might be way over your head though, if this is just your first time using the product. So including the resource that I mentioned, get Tableau Prep. That's their ETL, which is extract, transform, and load product. And that's for data warehousing. So just telling you about that might be too much. It might be trying to swim in the ocean. So what I want to do is say that the resources are available, they're amazing. A lot of cool things are being developed every single day and talked about in the blog posts, and the Tableau community is a great place. And it's also where I started, building not only a brand for myself, but just an understanding for the product. So in that realm, go and click on those things and learn more. And below that, you can see that I can update the product. And then there's a clickable to go and learn more information about Tableau. So think of your right side as for discovering and learning. Your left side is for connecting to data. And everything here on your start page, again, is related to opening, kicking something off. And on the very bottom, you can see you have sample workbooks. Sample workbooks are great. There are starting points, and there are places for you to get your ideas about how you can use the product. And to the right, below that, so you got your sample workbooks, you can kind of mouse over and see the variations of what has been built in there. And then you can also click on more samples, which drives you to Tableau and more things, just deeper, more verbose things that, again, might be over your head. Not where we're going to go today. Thank you for checking out, learning about this Tableau Desktop start page. And again, I know you're new. If you're this far in and you're still on this journey, I just want to say best of luck. Keep up with it. Things are going to start to get a lot easier and a little bit more clicking inside of the product. Hey, world, you're doing a great job. If you're this far in, I know this is the type of information that's going to help you as a beginner learning Tableau Desktop. Here, I already have everything built and designed inside of Figma and a lot of comments. You can find access to this information in Figma in a link in the description.